So the Philadelphia Eagles have waived Brian Johnson, which was a DB, but he's somebody who played for us when we started getting thin at safety. Vic Fangio tended to like him. So anybody who gets a chance to play in this defense, man, Vic Fangio kind of trusts to do whatever it is that he's calling. So we waived him. He's no longer a part of the Eagles to make room for two guys who might be, I wouldn't call them difference makers, but kind of showing what's valuable um with the roster. When they're looking at the roster, you can kind of see what Howie and some of the coaches feel is value. The value needs to go to. Eagles also had Joe Tryon Shawinka. He's about to retire. He's on reserve, retirement reserve or reserve retirement. So he's about to retire. So that leaves two spots in which they filled with a wide receiver and a corner. So we're gonna talk about the wide receiver and that corner. But we also gonna talk about Max Crosby. I'm sorry, Max Crosby. They said reports are showing. They didn't say who put the report out or any of that, but they said reports are showing that the Philadelphia Eagles are heavily interested in trading for Max Crosby. And like I said, man, if you follow me, man, you see that I don't really think that's such a great move. I mean, that's nothing to do with Max. Man, Max is an incredible player, but like I said, man, I think my very last video I talked about JC, man, Jalen Carter got to get paid. You can't pay everybody $30 million on the defensive line. He got to get paid. Reek Woolen probably got to get paid. If we want to keep him, Reek Woolen got to get paid. So I just don't think it's such a great idea, man. We just got rid of somebody making $30 million. You gonna replace them and then try to give $30 million to Jalen Carter. They couldn't even come up with a number this year to give him, and it's gonna be higher next year. So I don't think that's such a great move because of the money aspect. We really need that cap space. Not that we're hurting for cap space. You just don't want to make it tight. You don't want to make it tight for no cap space. Makai Lemon in this new Eagles dropped the rookies. I guess rookies for minicamp or something like that. They pretty much follow the main rookies for while they were in camp. And Makai Lemon while talking to the position receiving coach, kind of alluded to. He didn't really allude, but he kind of hinted off how hard this offense was. It's gonna have a lot of nuances in it, and it's gonna be some wide receiver upgrades. So we're gonna have some hitches. I'm pretty sure with somebody like Devontae Smith, we're gonna have some hitches, but we're gonna have some other stuff too. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna watch the video together. We got. How lucky are we to have Clint hurt? Seriously, how lucky are we to have Clint hurt? And I'm gonna tell you why. Let's get straight into the Makai Lemon thing. Makai Lemon is one of the the rookies that was on this I guess this short video for the Eagles. It showed them getting their helmets, showing them getting their cleats, stuff like that, and show them in media room training and stuff, all that. And Makai Lemon, while talking to his position coach, said this.
What's the one where I hold the count option, the choice. Hold the count, let's see what's going on in front of you, and then make your decision.
Yeah, I'll be lying if I said the playbook isn't hard. It's definitely a little bit challenging, but if you put in the work, the extra time studying, that could definitely help you when you step on the field, so it can calm your brain down on the field.
Give me some eyes, hold me. Boom, boom, good. Flatter, there you go. Good catch. A little flatter, You gotta get there. Leave Monte in. Good catch. Get up and go. You and Seth, next play. It's a nice catch there. Hey, same thing when we're running here, right? We got to get to that second inside before we do anything. Then we're getting out. Go. Good. Work negative.
Go. All your reps.
I'm kind of excited about what that is. Depending on where they got Micaiah Lemon working, as far as what spot, nickel receiver, slot receiver, outside receiver, depending on what they'll have him working, an option route for your wide receiver is shaking things up. If him and the quarterback is on the same page, they can never be wrong. If him and the quarterback is on the same page, I think Jason Witten ran a lot of option routes later on in his career. He was almost unguardable, bro. Jason Witten, in my opinion, was not fast. He could run pretty good routes. But if he always had option routes. So it didn't really matter what you thought was coming. It was always something different by how you lined up. And for you to get that, for you to have that for your wide receiver, oh my goodness, man, I can only imagine, bro. I got hype, man. Just hearing that, man. Wide receivers got option routes. Shoot, this seems like a very thought out offense. All right, moving on, man. Clint Hurt. Us having Clint Hurt, we're so lucky to have Clint Hurt, because that in that very same video where the Philadelphia Eagles was kind of showing off our top rookie prospects, they showed you are Bernard. Damn, I struggle with that. So they show you are Bernard. This man was a 7th round pick. And we got him. And it's all thanks to Clint Hurt. Clint Hurt vouched for this kid, man, and he was like extremely happy to take on this project. Is what he is. So he was very, very happy to take on this project. And Hurt is a really good defensive line coach. And he might be a better father to this dude. Like he said in the press conference that he's like a father to me.
Thanks.
I'll tell you. Good. Long day, right? Yeah. Let's get ready for this team meeting, and after the meeting's over with, then we'll get together afterwards to start install. All right?
Final strike. Hands, center, right now. Hand foot. All right, and then shoulder on the tackle. Wrap it, and I'm driving my feet. Get the next guy up and ready. Roll one built today, big fellas. There you go, you are. There you go. Good rep. Good reps there, D tackles. There we go.
1-2, jab, jab.
I don't think without Clint Hurt we get Yusar Bernard. I don't think we get him. And even when you can hear him bring him up, like I think everybody's seen the video where he brought him up. He was like, I trust myself, and this dude has all the abilities to do everything I need him to do. And I trust myself and I trust him. And it could mess around and be like a superstar that we drafted in the 7th round. Like a juggernaut of a superstar. got that kind of talent. Got that kind of talent. He's working night and day. So I can't wait to see his career blossom, bro. I can't wait to see his career blossom. Like everybody else, I think everybody's in love with this kid. All right, we're gonna go into the guys who actually came in on the name. I mean, on those two slots that we either had the guy retire. We had Joe Tryon. What's his name? Joe Tryon Shawinka. He retired. Then we had Brandon Johnson, who was waived. We had two guys come in. The two guys was Sean Wade. He's a 6'1", 196-pound cornerback, defensive back. Now I think when he got drafted out of Ohio State, he was Ohio State's nickel corner. So maybe this is something they're doing just to kind of shore up that nickel corner situation. But he was a 5th round pick for the Ravens. He ended up in UFL. He ended up in the UFL. So you see this guy play, man, and it ain't a lot that's gonna wow you about him. But he's a nickel corner. I think the only nickels that I'm okay with playing in that situation is Cooper DeJean and Michael Carter II. This is another nickel that can kind of go in there and mix it up. I think this is a good signing just because we need that depth. He's played nickel. He was pretty good at nickel. Let's be honest. He's not Michael Carter II or Cooper DeJean by no mile. But just having him out here, having him in the locker room, he can learn something from these guys. And who knows, man? He might be able to be moved back there and play safety. Philadelphia Eagles got a knack for moving people to a different position, and they just being very, very good at it. So outside of him, we have Eric Uzkima. Hey, I'd probably killed that dude's name. But Eric spent some time with the Miami Dolphins. I think he got drafted by the Miami Dolphins. He was a 4th round pick with the Miami Dolphins. He's 26 years old right now. He's 6'2", 206 pounds. One thing that I noticed about this kid, when looking for stuff for him, man, he plays special teams on both sides. He can return them. He can tackle. Well, I won't say he can tackle, but he can play on the defensive side of special teams, like defending kicks. And when he was with the Dolphins, he made some pretty good plays. Man. He was like, in preseason, I'm guessing this was preseason where he got some pretty good plays. He was a 4th round pick, man. That's kind of high. From Texas Tech. That's kind of high. They obviously believed in this dude. They believed in him enough to draft him 4th overall. Not 4th overall. I'm sorry, in the 4th round. He's a big receiver, 6'2", 206. So he can run after the catch. I think they're trying to get as many guys to compete for this wide receiver job as possible. They do not want to miss on this wide receiver position. And we have a bunch of talent in this room to make sure we don't. So long as preseason and these guys get coached up, we shouldn't miss on this position. But I feel like their main focus is to get the wide receiver position secured. And I think we got guys in here who can play this position. You know what I'm saying? Our wide receiver position is, I wouldn't call it loaded, but I would say sure. I would say this is a sure wide receiver position. So I'm not really worried. That is all I got, man. Like, comment, subscribe, turn those post notifications on so y'all stop missing these videos. Let's go Birds, man.